Hey YouTube, figured I'd do a real quick vid on my two Chris Reeve knives, one-piece knives that I own. The one on the right's an Aviator. When I bought it, they discontinued it, and I liked the knife, but just wasn't a fan of the point. I'm not a fan of the clip point or the Bowie type point. Just doesn't strike my soul as some of the other blades do. And I was going to sell it, try to recoup my money, and then buy a Shadow 3. Found out it was discontinued, realized I could make a few bucks, and was really thinking about parting with it. But ended up giving it to my dad. He threw it in the four-wheeler box and used it as a field knife for a while. Did some deer with it, did some field chores with it. See, it has a little patina on it, and I tried to scrub it off, but all I did was remove the finish, didn't touch the patina. For $30, I can send it to Chris Reeve. They'll sandblast it, put a new edge on it, and KG gun coat it completely, make it look completely brand new, and no one will ever know that it was used. And it's probably in its future, but right now it's just a using knife. When I bought it, it came with a sheath just like this one, and for a couple extra bucks, I was able to get this sheath from the guy I bought it from as well. It's a very nice knife. I like it. Handle's just a little short for my taste on this style, and I'm not happy with the nub on top. They did sell them without, but I wasn't able to procure one of those when I was buying mine. But they are good. And a full hammer grip, there's enough handle. It's just when you get up to doing other stuff, it starts to get a little short for you. Overall, though, it has enough to get the job done, and it's more than enough blade. I would just like another half-inch of handle. Otherwise, they're great knives. Since I didn't much care for that point, and that one I gave to my dad, I went and bought a Shadow 3. And now you're talking money when it comes to the blade design. I don't need that almost worthless saw. I mean, it gets the job done on some minor tasks, but I have no need for it. I'm better off batoning through something. I like a solid spine. Plus, I like to get on a knife and do finer work up in here, and the saw just made it uncomfortable. Again, they made it without the nub, the guard here, but I couldn't find one when I bought mine. Otherwise, I would have purchased that model. But the Shadow 3 has seen some use. It's a wonderful blade. I love it. And again, it's a hollow handle. Both these are. Stick your beef jerky in there while you're hunting, or a small fishing kit or first aid kit or what have you, but I leave them empty. I just like the robustness of the design, but being that it's one piece of steel, it's basically a pry bar. If I get it stuck in the ribs on a deer and I can pop the ribs or cut through without a problem, I'm not worrying about snapping a blade or a knife. They're very fine knives, and I love them. I just wanted a larger one. I never got around to buying it, and now I find out that it wasn't just the Aviator they discontinued. Later on, they went and discontinued the rest of the one-piece knives. If you guys have the money and you can get one, I'd say purchase one because they are outstanding blades. The only thing I would compare to them would be this Schrade Extreme Survival. That was $205. That was $205. This was under $50 shipped to my door, and you'll notice that it is the same end, the same lines, the same cuts. I don't know if the guy in South Africa who was giving Chris Reeve the blanks, hear it, like a bell, was now providing these for Schrade, or if Schrade came up with another way. But this is an exact clone of a Chris Reeve project knife, and which is basically a large Shadow. And this is perfection right here. It's high carbon, I think 1090, 1095 tool steel as compared to A1, but it has all it needs. Another hollow handle, comes with a toolkit in it, and I love it. If I can scrounge up the cash, I'm going to go get a Shadow 4, and that way I'll have 3 sizes of that blade, and then the Aviator, because I do like this style. The Schrade is good enough if you guys want to save some money. It's a very nice knife for the cash. You won't be sorry you bought it. And the Chris Reeve, of course, is Chris Reeve. This has KG gun coat as a coating that is very, very durable. This has Teflon, and you see is not exceptionally durable. That's just from chopping up the box when I bought it. So, just some one-piece knives, my two Chris Reeves and my Schrade clone. If you guys are interested in the market and you want a hollow handled knife, there is nothing better than this design in the hollow handle blade. It's one piece of steel. It's not going to break where the blade and the handle come together, and you will not be sorry you bought one. I'd get one larger than the Aviator or the Shadow 3 though, unless you want a very good carry knife. If you want more of a field knife, this is alright, but I would go with the Shadow 4 or larger. My personal preference, unless you're okay with just that bit of handle. They're beveled in here. Good spot to set your thumb while working. The spines are nice and smooth, other than the Aviator, of course. And they're hollow ground. Not the best camp knife. I mean, I find my RC3 is better than for that with its full flat ground blade, but these can do some heavy duty chores and not skip a beat. Anyways, I love them and highly endorsed. If you guys can get one, I'd recommend getting it before they're all bought up. Otherwise, it's the same old, same old. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And everybody stay safe.